Are you ready to activate your full potential? I hope so, because that's what we're going to talk about this morning on Sunday Inspiration Live. Let's do this.
Oh, when I wake up in the morning, I feel so grateful. When I wake up in the morning, I feel so alive. When I wake up in the morning, I feel the spirit.
Do you feel it?
Oh, when I wake up in the morning, I'm here to thrive.
Sing along if you know it.
So I wake up every day.
Wake up.
Wake up, this is what I say. Wake up, I am so free. Wake up,
Wake up.
and I'm free to be me. I'm free to be me. Yeah.
You are free to be you. Good morning, everyone. I am Bob Baker. That is Keone sitting back there on the floating little dog bed there. You may notice there's someone's missing this morning. That would be Pooki Lee. You know her, you love her, and she is once again out of town. And Pooki is in a place called Serpent Mound in Ohio, where they're having a fall equinox event there, and she's been invited to present and hang out, and so that's where she is. And the Wi-Fi there apparently is. Or, well, actually, the phone connection is non-existent and is not very good. There's no Wi-Fi where she's going to be. And so she won't be able to join us. I don't think she'll be in the chat today. So you got me solo, but I have a couple of recordings of Pooki, so we'll still have her energy here. And her energy's always here anyway. So I hope you can put up with me this morning. I'm really excited to be talking about activating your full potential. This is season 2, episode 39 of Sunday Inspiration Live, and it's September 25th, and I think it was either late last night or early this morning. I had this realization. I don't know if you want to hear this or not, but it's exactly 3 months until Christmas. Can you believe it? Right? 3 months, October, November. Yep, 3 months, and it's already the holiday season. We're up in our ears in what do you call that? Pumpkin spice season, as I like to call it. Here. So welcome to fall, welcome to autumn, and I was actually gonna, if I had time, I was gonna get more of an autumn-looking backdrop, but I'm still using this is a backdrop of a photo that I took when we stayed at an Airbnb in southern Indiana. It's a little town called Magnet, right on that's the Ohio River there, and so continue to use that as our background here. And so I hope you're doing well already. Of course, as always, see a lot of familiar faces in the chat. We got Jillian and Dave. Oh, Candace is here. Tracy and Jennifer. Who else? Oh, Lisa Shepard. Hello. We just talked yesterday. Jacob's here. Mary Rose, Cynthia, Robin, Michelle, Holly Ann. I think I'm repeating some names here. Danielle. Crystal, oh my gosh, Tinica. Oh, I'm just it's so heartwarming to see all these familiar. It's like a class reunion every Sunday, and it just warms my heart to know we've got this global family that gathers here every Sunday morning. So again, Pooki is in Serpent Mound, but I have a recording. This is actually something that she recorded in Hawaii. I think it was last year. So I don't know if this was a year and a half ago that she recorded this. And so I'm going to cue this up, and this is her a recording of Pooki on a beach in Kona, Hawaii, recorded last year, where she's going to get us all centered with a centering breath. So so enjoy this, and here is a little bit of Pooki Lee for you from Hawaii.
So I'm here on the Big Island, and I didn't want to miss this opportunity to bring you the breath from the shores of Kona. So let's activate our breath together, and we're going to breathe in love, and we're going to exhale aloha. It's the same thing, however, we're going to embody the spirit of aloha in our breath. And we're going to breathe with beautiful Mother Ocean. All right? Are we ready? So let's just take a deep breath in, breathing in love. Exhaling aloha, the sacred breath. Once again, breathing in love. And exhaling aloha. One final time, taking a deep inhalation in of love, 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 love. And releasing with that sacred breath, aloha. Bring your hands back together to your heart. And feel the resonant beating of your heart. And now we're connected through the sacred breath of love and aloha.
I love that clip because, I don't know, lighting wise, it was like an overcast day, I guess, on the beach there. And so she didn't have sometimes in some of the clips she sent, and we've used that, like there's kind of harsher sunlight, coming down, which is cool. But I love I don't know, she looks especially adorable in that. In that clip here. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to be covering I'm going to be playing a couple of songs live, one just shortly here, one at the end. I also have a recording of a song that Pooki and I did. So again, give me a little break from speaking about halfway through. And also you can get a little presence of Pooki later on. But if you're, as I always request, if there's a lot of regulars here, so I already know many of you and know where you are. But if maybe you're not such a regular, let us know. Or even if you are, I guess you can let others know where you're watching from. Some of you are already doing that. But if you're here, if you're catching a live broadcast on Sunday for the very first time, go ahead and put that in there because we want to celebrate you, and you'll have a lot of our ambassadors in there welcoming you in the chat as well. So if it's your first time, note that. And if I may not be familiar with you, just mention where you're watching from. Let's get a sense of the global community that we have here. So there's something that we have been talking incessantly about for the past several weeks, and this is the last time you're going to be hearing about this particular program. It's called 30 Days to Manifesting More Money and Abundance. It runs throughout the entire month of October. That means it starts 1 week from yesterday. So this coming Saturday, the 1st, is when it kicks off. But I'm already sending out things to people that have registered. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, 32 people are registered, and this is the final week, so I'm anticipating a few more. But if you would like to, could use a little bit more money and abundance in your life, that's the whole focus of this 30-day program, is just like immerse yourself in the frequency of abundance and attracting money into your life. And there's been an online, like a self-guided online course version of this for a few months or so, and people that have taken that course have gotten some amazing results. So this is a hands-on, more immersive, a whole lot of other features, interactive features like Zoom calls and a private Facebook group, and you can connect with prosperity success partners, all that. Yep, that's right, Dave, you are registered. I see a number of people here are signed up for that. Tracy is too. But if you want to, check that out. You can go to turbocharge yourlife.us. There's also a link to it in the first paragraph of this description of this video. Now, this is because it's so hands-on and we put a lot of effort into it. There's the registration fee is $197 US, $190, also almost $200. If that's an issue for you, I just wanted to make you aware that I have another program that's even been around longer. That's more affordable if you still want to get that boost of abundance, and it's called the 21-Day Abundance and Money Attraction Brain Boost. Rewire your brain for prosperity and financial success. This is, again, a self-guided thing with there's 7 10-minute audios with this and some worksheets. And here's just some of just on this program, and this is $47 compared to the $197. So it's like, 75% less. But my friend Anthony listened to these recordings off and on for 2 years, and he grew his his lawn care business to over $1 million. He's well beyond that now. And then Amanda here sent me this lovely testimonial. So my husband and I started using your 21-day abundance program a couple of months ago. We just had our highest grossing month of our lives. So a lot of people have benefited. So there's a link also in the description below if you want to check that out. I encourage you to do that. So I try to have something for everyone at different price points. But if you can take the leap and join us in this October program, I think you will not regret it at all. So I think with that being said, I'm going to play a song. There's a couple of songs I'm going to play today that I just check. I actually log, like every time we play a song, I have a Google Doc that lists the date and, what songs, what topics of Bob's Comedy Corner and all that, because I like to make sure that we're rotating through things. And so I always find out if it's a song I want to play, when's the last time we played it. We're not repeating things too close to each other. But these two, it's been a long time. And probably because they're mostly solo songs. And when Pooki's here, there's no reason for me to play a song that's just a solo. So let me pick up the guitar and play this first one. I have some... Okay, hang on a second. And I realized, man, this song is like 15 years old when I think about 15 years ago is when I wrote it, and it's one of my favorite songs from that era. When I first, after years of playing rock bands and playing, and writing a lot of rock and roll songs, pop songs, I was starting to write more in the positive thinking field and for spiritual centers and so on. And this is what just came out of that era. And one of my favorites from that time, or maybe, I don't know, it's one of my favorite originals, maybe ever, but we've been writing some great stuff lately too. So it's hard to pick and choose your favorites. And I'm going to take a breath here, take a drink, and then play this for you. And I hope you enjoy it. How do you feel today? What do you have to say? Refusing to try, wondering why tomorrow's another day. Then something inside you burns. It's bigger than your concerns. Change how you feel, make something real, a glowing light returns. How do you feel today when everything goes your way? It comes from deep inside, it's something you can't hide away. Dress up in your best smile and drive on another mile, looking for signs, connecting lines. This trip can take a while, but when you release the doubt and confidence ends the drought, you feel alive with nothing to hide, and happiness breaks out. How do you feel today when everything goes your way? It comes from deep inside, it's something you can't hide. How do you feel today? Come on outside and play. It comes from deep inside, it's something you can't hide away. I know it's not easy, but you get to choose. Make up your mind, and you know you cannot lose. When everything goes your way, it comes from deep inside, it's something you can't hide. How do you feel today? Come on outside and play. comes from deep inside. It's something you can't hide away. How do you feel today? How do you feel today? There you go. How do you feel today? From about 15 years ago, maybe 1985, however many years that is back. I hope you enjoyed that. There was a song, actually, thank you, Candace. Candace loves the jam, so does the baby. Oh, that's awesome. The baby in your tummy, right? It's too early for it to be on its own. Tony Two Cats is here from Colorado. Yay. Good to see you here. And there was a song, like a lot of times I'll quite often in songwriting, I'll come up with the rhythms first, like a chord progression, and I'll have a melody that I'm scatting, and it's like improvising, and then words kind of form. And sometimes I don't know exactly what a song's about. Sometimes I'll start with the lyrics, but rarely. And so as these were fleshed out, I realized more and more that this song was about like coming out of a. Have you ever had you've heard of the term dark night of the soul? You ever had like a dark week of the soul, a dark month, a dark year? Was this maybe coming out of a period when you were kind of low and things weren't going well? And that feeling, like, have you ever like been sad about something, or just, and then you watch, like either watching TV or you're watching something, or you're having a conversation with a friend and you laugh, and you realize it's the first time you've laughed in a long time, and you feel like like a biological goodness that comes with laughter, or you felt joy for the first time in a while, and like something, the sun's coming out. I wanted to, like, that song kind of expresses that feeling, or at least to me, that's what it kind of means. And so yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for the kind words. We're gonna check in now on some comments. Yay, thank you. Deanne says, I feel great today. Crystal says, I feel good, like I knew that I would now. I know what you're doing there, Crystal. Let's see here. Yeah, that's right, Tracy. Keone is chilling, listening to the song. He is a relaxing puppy there. He is a good boy. And yeah, thanks, Dave, for that. Let's see here. What else? Try to see some other. Again, if you're first timers, Keone is floating down the river. That's right. He does seem like he's on a big barge there in the middle of the river. I didn't even realize that. Hello, Helen from Germany. Good to see you here. Oh, Jillian, I guess, is referring to me going solo. Amira says, please do the thumbs up. I guess she's talking about liking this video. Is that what you mean? Yeah, feel free to. Oh, that's right, Candace. That's right. So we're having a barbecue in St. Louis. I'll be showing you that our picnic. Those of you in the area, that's right. We're going to be seeing you, and you're going to be seeing some of your High Vibe Tribe members from out of town. Deanne and Debbie will be here. Judy's coming up for that. Thank you, Lisa, for welcoming our first timers. It was good to talk to you yesterday. Let's see. I'm going to do the US course from the house. Let's see. All right. Well, so keep the comments coming. I'm going to do when I'm going solo. It's even a little more challenging to keep up on the comments, because usually when Pooki's here, she can be talking while I'm checking comments. But to kind of do double duty, it's causing my brain to go a little crazy here. Was it Jessica says, hi, Tony, Two Cats. Of course, huge hello to you, Bob. Thank you very much. Been in the Sequoias for a few weeks. I've never been to that area. That would be so cool. Here today with you. Very grateful. We're grateful for you too. Tracy says, hello to everyone. I've missed you here. Welcome. That's awesome. So normally this is where we do community photos, and I got, to be honest, I did not get any new photos from anyone. But I'm just going to show you a couple of things. I mentioned that if you're in the St. Louis area, or if you'll be traveling to the St. Louis area next weekend on Sunday, actually 1 week from today. I can't believe this has really snuck up on me here. It seemed like when we planned it, it was so far in the distance. Now it's a week away. And if the weather looks like it's been gorgeous in St. Louis the last couple of days, and the weather looks like it's going to be cooperating with us for next Sunday the 2nd. Could be in the 70s. Oh, that would be awesome. Anyway, Sunday, October 2nd from noon to 4 p.m. If you're in the St. Louis area, we're going to be having a High Vibe Tribe potluck picnic at McDonald Park. That's in St. Anne, Missouri. I know for most of you who are nowhere near St. Louis, this doesn't pertain to you, but we'll have some photos then the following Sunday. Yeah, we'll do our Sunday live next Sunday, and then the following Sunday, I'm sure we'll have some photos to share from that event. But for those of you who are in St. Louis or are coming here, we would love to see you. And then I just have another photo here from, a lot of you know I teach and perform improv comedy. This is had about these 7 awesome people came to my drop-in class this past Thursday. There's fun-loving people. We get together and we make stuff up like they do on Whose Line Is It Anyway? Those are our community photos for this week. So Jessica says, community photos, I have plenty. So I need to be clear here. The photos that we share here have to have some relevance to what Pooki and I do. So you either need to be holding a book or a CD, or if you're wearing a T-shirt or some merch like Positive Vibes Only mug that I've got here, or the easiest thing to do, or another easy thing to do, is just like take a selfie of yourself with us playing in the background on your computer or your big screen or whatever, or hold up. I guess you could hold up like your favorite affirmations, but just like photos of you in generic places. That's not what we're looking for. But if you can send us something related to us and the work that we do, that would be cool. Or if you guys get together, a lot of more and more of you are doing this. You're connecting in your local area. If you meet somebody who's part of the family here, yes, absolutely, take a photo of yourselves and send that here. That would definitely be appropriate. So we love sharing those types of photos. Hope that makes sense. I want to give you some updates. Oh, so we finally finalized our Florida dates. Let me actually pull this up in a second here. So Pooki and I, next month is just going to be a crazy month of travel. We didn't plan this. We didn't want to do this much traveling back to back, but the way things lined up, different things were planned at different times. Anyway, we're going to go to Mexico. I'm going to Mexico for the first time. It's her second time there. We're going to this resort in Riviera Maya, which is near Cancun, and we're going there for 5 days. That's like, I think the 12th we leave or something like that. We go there for 5 days, then we come back. We barely have one full day back in town, and then the next day we start driving to Florida, taking Keone and loading up the Toyota Highlander, and we're going to be in Florida for about 2 weeks. It's going to be crazy, and so we're touring Florida. And if you're in Florida, if you know somebody who's there, I'm going to show you right now the places that we are going to be, and some of you are. I know that you are. So Pooki and I are touring Florida in late October. Here's the itinerary. Again, if you know people in these areas, let them know about it. But on Sunday, October 23rd, we're going to be at Unity of Sarasota. That's like a New Thought church in Sarasota, Florida. We're going to be performing music, 3 songs at their 10:30 a.m. service. And then shortly after that, we're going to do a 90-minute workshop on how to attract more money in abundance. $20 suggested love offering for that. Then that'll be followed up by 2 casual meet and greets. One of them is on Wednesday, October 22nd, from 7 to 9 p.m. at Bonnie and Reed's Toucan Hideout. That's on the boardwalk there in Hollywood. So just a casual thing. Of course, there's no admission fee. Just come and hang out with us. Keone will be there. We'll just be hanging out for 2 hours from 7 to 9 p.m. in Hollywood. 2 nights later, on Friday, October 28th, We're going to be do a similar type of thing in Orlando at Sideward Brewing. It's on Bumby in Orlando, also 7 to 9 p.m. And then 2 days after that, we're going to be hanging out in the Villages. Oh my God, I've heard about this place. And on Sunday, October 30th, the healing power of laughter, music, and joy. That'll be at Naldo's Mexican Kitchen on the outdoor patio there in the Villages from 2 to 4 p.m. Of course, all these are local time, local Eastern time. No cost to attend. Just support the restaurant by ordering something there. We'll also have books and CDs for sale, probably at all these events, but especially that one. And then we're gonna, hang out for a couple of days and then start heading back to St. Louis. So that is a pretty ambitious schedule, as they say. Oh, Nunya, you're the Villages. So the Villages. Well, it's a Mexican restaurant. I guess you can bring. I mean, I don't know their rules about outside food, but it'd be nice if you could order something there, an appetizer or a drink in addition to that. But I'm guessing yes, but I would just make it like a small snack, but don't bring outside food to a restaurant. It probably wouldn't be cool. And Lisa was very instrumental in helping me. Thank you very much. That's Lisa right there. And choosing the ideal location in Orlando. Yes, looking forward to seeing you. I've gotten the word out, and there's a couple other folks in Orlando. So we have no idea who's going to show up to these things. It's like first time we've done a tour like this. I'm going to set my expectations low, so be surprised if more people show up. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, that's cool. I've seen some connections here. Carrie saying anyone in Washington State. Lisa says she's in Southern Oregon. But yeah, let people know where you are, and if you can connect with them and get a photo, that would be so awesome. All right, let's see here. What else is going on? Oh, I want to give you an update on what's going on with my text service. So I'm coming up on a year now of offering this text thing where I send out for free. I've been sending out 3 inspirational messages, usually Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Many of you are already on it. And I guess there's been some changes in the industry, and they're changing their pricing structure. Where it used to be, it was a structure. I don't. Maybe I'm giving you too many details here, but it was based on the number of subscribers. Because I have to pay for this service. I'm now up around 2,200 people across the U.S. and Canada. 2,200 that are on this list, and I love sending these messages out and hearing how they make your day and all that good stuff. But they're changing their pricing structure to, instead of based on the number of subscribers, you're going to be paying per message sent. And now suddenly that's going to, at my current rate, that's going to like triple the fee, which is not feasible to offer a free service. So I'm probably going to, for most of you, I'm going to have to soon, probably in the next week or two, I'm going to have to cut back to 1 message a week, but I'm trying to figure out some option for people who want to continue to get the messages 3 days a week. One option, I haven't settled on this. I'm just kind of thinking out loud here, but I'm thinking of if you support us on Patreon, which Cindy, I saw you were a new Patreon supporter, so I think you were in the chat here earlier. Thank you for that. But if you support us on Patreon, I'll automatically keep you on the 3 times a week list. And then I'll have some other option for if you're not a Patreon subscriber, maybe, as little as like $10 a year or something, just to cover the cost of sending these things out. But I'll be texting you guys who are on that list and letting you know. But I've unfortunately, it's just not feasible. It's going to get really pricey. Just continue to send out 3 messages a week to that many people with their new way of doing things. So there we go. Yeah, and Candace says the messages always come at the right time. So hopefully you'll find it worth, $10 a year is pretty affordable. So see, Jennifer, city is the Serpent. What city? I'm not sure where Serpent Mound in Ohio is located. I know it's in Ohio. That's all I know. And so, look at I love these comments here. So I love the way you're connecting. Anyone in Rochester, New York? This is great. Yes. Jillian says I'm usually in Crawford, Maryland, near Annapolis. Oh, keep it going. Hey, Alina. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Good evening from Japan. That's so cool. You're right, Lisa. No matter how many people show up at these different Florida events, it's going to be perfect. And yet in the smaller ones, we'll have more intimate interactions. So yeah, it's going to be beautiful. Uh, and see here. All right. So I think now I'm going to shift into talking about our main topic here. So let me just rearrange some paperwork here. Again, doing double and triple duty when Pooki is away. Let me take a drink here. Are you having a good time so far? What is your beverage of choice? Maybe put that in the comments. I've got some decaf coffee here, and yeah, even in the morning, the caffeine just doesn't agree with me these days. But I like the taste of coffee, and it's got just a hint of caffeine in it, even with decaf. Drinking out of my positive vibes only mug. What's your favorite beverage in the morning? Oh. Michelle's in Frederick, Maryland. We got we're all right. Can keep those connections going. And I got my water here going to. Oh, look, you can see right through that. That's cool. Nice. All right. So our topic today is activating your full potential. Activating your full potential. So what does that mean? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you a little context here of why I'm discussing this. So 2 weeks ago, I believe it was, I was also kind of flying solo with Pooki in Hawaii at that time. That girl travels a lot, doesn't she? And I introduced a new 3-step process that Pooki and I have been spending, and I've been spending a lot of time on it and getting her input, and we're coming up with like a process or like some kind of a system that's unique to us that we take people through. These are processes that we've experienced throughout our lives too, just to help people transform and accomplish their goals and live more fulfilling lives. And I'm not going to go into all the details. You can go back and look at the live from 2 weeks ago, but those 3 stages can be boiled down with 3 words. It's heal, activate, and connect. Heal, activate, and connect. So I kind of gave a brief overview of the whole 3-step process as it was in that week and that day, always adding to it and tweaking it. And we're going to be launching something. This will probably eventually be a course. And in January, we're probably going to be launching some 3-month program that's going to be more in depth, be at a higher price point too, to reflect that deeper work that we're going to do. But that's the plan, at least, just to kind of give you where we're what we're thinking about. So heal, activate, and connect. Last week when Pooki was here, we discussed some aspects of the heal portion of it. We talked about what's holding you back. Really, the first step to transformation is to identify, without judgment, identify those things that are holding you back. And these are a combination. Most of them are internal. They're internal beliefs that you have. Some things you're operating on autopilot, and there are things that are holding you back. There's fear, uncertainty, all these things that you're well familiar with. And there are also behaviors that you have that are holding you back, or behaviors you're choosing to do and not to do. So that's part of that healing process, is identifying the things that are slowing you down. Again, without judgment, without beating yourself up, just becoming aware of them so that you can start to recalibrate and shift them. I'm going to talk about things that are in the activate category, which is that second one. And so here are 3 different things in the activate category that you can do to live up to your full potential. Because isn't it really what we would all like? I mean, who among us are living to their full potential? I think there's always areas of our lives that we would like to be a little bit enhanced. Not that there's anything wrong with our lives now. You could be completely happy with it, but there's probably things that you'd like to do that either things you'd like to do, states of being, in so many different areas of your life. So the first step in this activate category is to get really clear on what you want. Be crystal clear about it. And I'm sure you've probably been through this at different stages of your life. When you go to a workshop or you read a book and you go, "Yeah, I need to write down my goals," or whatever. But a lot of times these things are just in our heads. I want to be healthier. I want to make more money. These are like generic ideas, but get them down on paper. So actually make lists and get crystal clear on what you would like in the many different areas of your life. And some of those areas include probably the main ones that I'm thinking of here are like your health. I mean, if your health, your body is not cooperating and supporting you, you're going to struggle. It's relationships, both romantic relationships, business relationships, family, friends, your career. What do you do? What's your livelihood? What's your kind of mission or purpose with that? Finances, obviously, it's a big one for a lot of people, which is what we're going to be focusing on in the upcoming Turbocharge, a 30-day program, finances and money. But other areas that are really important too is creativity. What are the things you're drawn to do to feed your soul that you're not spending enough time on? Self-care. Just relaxing, sleeping, nurturing yourself, taking a bath, and then spirituality. That's another category. And I'm sure there are other areas of your life that are important. But if you could sit down and just write out, get clear about what you would like in these different areas of your life, ideally. Now, first you're going to do this, and it's going to be overwhelming because, oh my God, there's just so much I've got to do, so much. How am I going to get this all done? You're not going to be tackling them all at the same time, but at least you have some clarity about the type of life that you would like to move toward. And this is a really important step in this process. And so what I would do is that you, again, spend some time really going deep into how do you want your life to look in these different areas and overall. Then maybe pick one or two of them to focus on in the short term. And that comes to that second step. And you have to ask yourself, or what's the next stage, I should say, is to develop new habits and behaviors that support achieving that thing. Again, you're making a list about everything. Then you pick the one or two, like what are the one or two priority areas of your life, and you're clear about where you want to be with that, but you have to combine that with real action steps in the real world. So what are the habits and behaviors that you need to develop? And then view the things that you do through a lens of 4 things. This has really been helpful for me over the years. But think of all the things that, think of all your possible activities, the things that you're doing now, and categorize them thusly. 4 things: start, stop, diminish, and enhance. I'll repeat that: stop, start, diminish, and enhance. So what are the things, when we're in this talking about developing new habits and behaviors, things that you're going to do, action steps that you're going to take, what are some things that you need to start doing that you're not doing now? And maybe let's use health as an example. If you're focusing on that category, maybe you're going to start eating at least one salad every day. You're going to start taking a 20-minute walk, which you're not doing now. So what's something that you're going to start doing that you're currently not doing to move you toward achieving that goal? Now the thing is, you can't just add all this new stuff to your schedule. It would be overwhelming. So along with that, you have to figure out, what am I going to stop doing related to this health goal or my overall activities? And it's probably good to also do an audit or monitor like how you spend your days and how you spend your time. So maybe one thing you could stop doing is running to the drive-through to get your next meal, or stop spending 3 hours watching Netflix at night. Maybe choose a different, to do something else. So along with adding stuff that's going to benefit you, what can you eliminate from your schedule that's not really serving you? And we all have things like that. Checking social media, checking email every 30 minutes. I'm guilty of all these things. So that's stop and start. The next category is diminish. So there's probably things that you're doing that you want to continue doing, but you don't need to spend as much time on them. I'm going to use TV as another thing. I think there is value in watching some mindless television or mindless entertainment. If I've been really working hard, or putting a lot of hours in on the computer, or getting something, just whatever that is, and I come to the end of the day and I'm just like, I don't want to have to think anymore. I just want to do something mindless. There's some value in spending an hour watching a comedy or watching something that's kind of mindless. So that's good. But 3 hours or 4 hours a night is not serving me. So that's something that's helpful that I'm going to diminish. I'm going to keep doing it, but I'm just going to do less of it. because there is a part of that that serves me. And another one is enhance. Is there something that you do on a semi-regular basis that you need to, you can up that a little bit more? Like say you walk once or twice a week, maybe you enhance it and you walk 3-4 times a week, or instead of go to the gym once a week, you're going up it to 2 or 3 times. So there are things that you're doing that are beneficial that you'd like to do more often. But every time you're adding something, you got to look, what are you going to diminish or what are you going to stop doing? And then you can't go wrong in this develop new habits thing with developing a morning and an evening routine. That's a great place to start. Don't just jump into your day. Have a morning routine where you probably, a lot of you already do this, listen to affirmations, do some journaling, meditate, get clear, set your intention, set your attitude and your mindset for the day before you launch into that. I'll tell you, when I do this, because I get away from it myself, and I'm Mr. Affirmations, but when I do this, it makes a difference in how my day goes. So establish a morning routine. Develop what habits are and behaviors are you going to need to get to those things that you're really clear about, those 1 or 2 priorities, and then view them through stop, start, diminish, and enhance. And then finally, the next step in this activate category is it's all leading to you upgrading to a new self identity. And that's the whole goal of this, is to get to the point where these activities, these things that you're doing are second nature. Initially, you're doing these new habits. Got to go and work out, or I got to go and go to the produce section because I have to. That's the right thing to do. And you're kind of like forcing yourself and using willpower and all that. But over time, as you change your mindset, as you get into a habit of doing these things, it becomes second nature. And you're doing those things not because you have to, but because it's who you are. And that's the ultimate goal. It's the strongest force in all of these things, is to become an enhanced version of you. And so and I want to point out here that don't think of it as I'm going to become someone new or something that I'm not. I need to transform myself into some being that, that I'm not, like an artificial version. No, look at it this way. That person already exists within you. It always has. Otherwise, you wouldn't have the desire to have those things in your life or to reach those states. You're just revealing who you truly are by developing this clarity, by developing these new habits and behaviors. It's a different way of looking at it. Like, I'm trying to become somebody that I'm not. No, you're revealing the person that you are by clearing away the blocks and giving and establishing the habits and the behaviors, the mindsets, the clarity that are gonna get you there, so that you can live more and more of that full potential. And again, don't overwhelm yourself. Maybe pick 1 or 2 of these areas of your life. Once you kind of get that up and rolling, pick another one, and just little by little, it's baby steps. And so, yeah. And this also, I realized, because I've talked about these steps before, I realized that these fall totally into something that you may be familiar with called be, do, have. Most people approach life in the opposite way. And they figure, like to say a musician who wants to win a Grammy or whatever, that's their ultimate goal, or have a hit on the Billboard charts. They go, boy, if I only had that hit song, then I could do the things that a hit songwriter does, and then I would be a hit songwriter. But that's really an uphill battle, and it's really better to become the type of person who is a hit songwriter, or be excellent at your craft, to just carry the confidence in your songwriting. From that sense of identity, you start doing the things that a successful songwriter, even though you may not have the material acknowledgement of that yet, you start doing the things a successful songwriter does from that sense of being, and then you eventually, over time, will have that. And so I realized I purposely gave you these activation steps in the order in have, do, be. So have, getting clear on your goals. That's what do you want to have. Developing new habits, that's the do. And then upgrading you to a new self-identity is the be. So I gave them to you in that order because that's typically how humans approach these things. But try to flip that. Start to be the type of person who's healthy, be the type of person who's a great relationship, who's excellent in their career, who's abundant, who's creative, whatever that is. Just have that sense of being, and from that sense, take the actions necessary to get you there, and then you will eventually have and reach those goals. So that is my little take on the activate stage of this 3-step process that Pooki and I are going to be using as kind of the basis for everything we're going to be doing from now on. So let's see here. You're probably having all separate conversations here, and I see a lot of super chats came in. So let me acknowledge some of these things. People, I'm going to see, Carrie says, people have been resonating with me in my light, and I have been helping them empower themselves with their light. It's been amazing. That is such a great point, Carrie, because, this is not a selfish endeavor. Yes, you're doing this to realize your full potential, but the ripple effect that it has and how you influence people around you by your example is equally powerful benefit. And so thank you for bringing that up. Tracy says, time to shine your inner self. Yeah. Lisa confirms it's all in our daily habits. Absolutely. Yeah. And at first it seems like you have to have reminders and all this stuff, but a habit over time develops and it becomes more and more second nature. Mercy says, if you self-care, everything else falls into place. It's important. It's more important than people. Yeah. You got to fill your own tank so you're in a better place to fill other people's. Frank says he's going to watch some football later, so that's cool. Yeah, Lisa says, great advice. Delete things while adding the positives. All right. Oh boy, going to pray for Florida, and let's hope we don't have any of that weather when we visit there next month. So this is great. I'm going to point out some of the super sticker folks here. Let's see here. Thank you, Tracy. Oops. Hang on a second. Thank you, Tracy, for sending that in. We really appreciate it. I saw a number of these come in. I'm going to try to catch them all and acknowledge you. We really appreciate that little contribution. Let me scroll up and find. I know I saw one from Joe. And Amira sent, thank you so much, Amira. That is so kind of you. Really appreciate that. It's a little function that I think in the chat box you have the option of sending a little financial contribution through YouTube, in case you're wondering what these things are. Again, thank you so much. Let me scroll up. There's Joe Mitchell. Thank you so much. Keep those texts coming, Bob. Love them. Awesome. Well, thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. And let's see here. I think that was it. So here I'm going to been talking a lot, and we are now at 10 till the top of the hour. So right now I am going to give myself a little break by playing a song that Pooki and I did. And they could tell by the background that this was like from last winter because we have like a winter background. But this is a great rendition of the song Grateful for My Life. So I'm going to play that right now. Then I'm going to come back with Bob's Comedy Corner. So stay tuned. Here's a little song from that Pooki and I wrote last year. Enjoy. All right, here's a song that a newer original song on gratitude. It's our first really song specifically about gratitude. It was a pretty good one, I think.
Yeah.
Let's play it, shall we?
Mm-hmm. My heart is full of gratitude, flowing deep inside. My heart is full of gratitude, flowing deep inside. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. With every breath and step I take, I'm blessed to be alive. With every breath and step I take, I'm blessed to be alive. I am grateful, 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 grateful for my life. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. I am so grateful, I am so grateful, I am so grateful now. I am so grateful, I am so grateful, I am so grateful now.
Sing that with us.
I am so grateful, I am so grateful, I am so grateful now. I am so grateful, I am so grateful, I am so grateful now. Throughout each day, in so many ways, I know how loved I am. Throughout each day, in so many ways, I know how loved I am. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life.
My heart is full of gratitude, flowing deep inside. My heart is full of gratitude, flowing deep inside.
I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life. I am grateful, grateful, grateful for my life.
Ooh, that was nice. There you go. Hope you enjoyed that pre-recorded song there from last winter. I just realized I blew right by doing the affirmations for our topic today. So let's do that now. If you're in a place, regardless of where you are, you can do them in your head. You can do them out loud. Shout them if you're driving, and let people next to you just wonder what that crazy person is doing there. But I'm going to pull these up, and I'm going to say each line. You're going to repeat them back to me in the space that I'll provide right afterwards. You know how this works. Are you ready? Here we go. Say them loud and proud. Today, I activate my full potential. I make time to get clear on what I really want. I create new habits to support my goals. I am upgrading my identity to an enhanced version of me. I live fully because that is who I am. What if you lived those principles every day? Today, you just make a vow, a commitment to activate your full potential. You get clear on what you really want, create new habits to support the goals that you have identified as being the most important to you, and then work on slowly but surely, or maybe it doesn't have to be slow, to upgrade your new identity, which is just fully expressing and revealing a true version, authentic version of yourself, the one that's been hiding within you probably for many years. And then you live fully just simply because that's who you are. That's not somebody who you're trying to become or want to be. It's because it's who you are. So I hope you enjoyed that. I noticed there was somebody saying, oh yeah, you can hear Pookie's voice saying them behind me. I guess it's Chelsea says first time, and I like it. Welcome. If this is indeed your first time, that is awesome. Let's see here. I thought I saw someone else who was here for the first time. Sandra's here from Long Island, New York. Love the show. Hello, Cecilia. So if you are here for the first time, or if you're just celebrating, if you just feeling a joy for life. Oh, hang on a second. I have a little clip here. We got gathered together some friends who just wanted to celebrate you, and here's what they did just for you. In the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, and. That's right, all for you. We're celebrating you today. Thanks for being here, whether you're here for the first time or the 50th time or the 122nd. Actually, we haven't done that many of these, so but whatever it is, I'm so glad that you are here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited. If you're here for the first time, if you've never seen this segment, this is going to be a real treat for you because it's a crowd favorite. Right, folks? It's time for... It's Bob's Comedy Corner. Shadooby-wah. That's right, Shadooby-wah. It became such a popular phrase that I created some artwork for it. You can get it on T-shirts, mugs, tote bags, whatever, hat, whatever you, if it'll bring a smile to your face. So I'm going to do something today that I did months ago. I think I only did it one other time. And here's what we're gonna do. So I grew up. My mom was my first musical influence because she was not a musician, she was not a singer, but she loved music and she loved dancing. And she would play. She was a huge Elvis Presley fan. So since I was old enough to talk, pretty much. I say Pooki's been dancing the Hawaiian hula dance since she was old enough to walk. I've been probably singing Elvis since I was old enough to speak. And so I like to fancy myself, someone who can imitate his voice. And so here's what I'm going to do. I want you to start populating the comments there with rejected Elvis Presley song titles. Like Elvis, I don't think ever wrote any of his own songs. So, other people wrote them and submitted them. And I'm sure he and his manager or whatever had to choose which songs. Let's imagine there was a bunch of songs that he recorded that never made it to albums just because the titles were so ridiculous. That they weren't ready, but we've uncovered them in a vault, and you're going to pop in titles of Elvis Presley songs that were rejected, that never made it to the public airwaves, and I'm going to attempt to sing a couple of lines from them. We don't have to do things that are like typical, like peanut butter and banana, or talk about Elvis's weight or whatever, just like weird. They don't even have to be Elvis related, the titles, just weird song titles sung by Elvis Presley. And so... Here we go. Yes, and they don't have to be parodies of Elvis songs. I would prefer them to be like, not like parodies or riffs on existing Elvis songs, but which a lot of you are already doing. So I got "Don't Be Lazy." Well, you can be crazy, and you certainly can be hazy, but don't be lazy. That's Jennifer's. I guess I should say it before I start singing it. Jennifer, that was a great one. See, don't be lazy. That's what I'm talking about. So, all of you are doing the things that I'm trying to avoid. So don't do riffs or parodies of existing Elvis songs or talk about what he eats or whatever. I just like weird songs like weird titles like "Don't Be Lazy" was a good one. I'm not even sure if that was a song suggestion, but so keep them coming because I'm not finding ones that I'm vibing with here. So there's a little bit of a delay from the time you type, you hear me type it in and post it. So you're all doing the parodies. Okay, there we go. Cherie says, "My shoes don't fit, so I'm wearing flip-flops." Okay. Well, today I'm walking funny. Something's wrong. Today I'm walking funny like I don't belong. Well, I'm skipping, but I can't hop. My shoes don't fit, so I'm wearing flip-flops. My shoes don't fit, so I'm wearing the flip-flops. There you go. See, that's how that's how this works. Oh, let's see here. Okay, I'm trying to get another one from. I don't know if this is a this is Bethlehem. This is a weird one, so I'm going to take it. Canada Dreams, baby. Canada Dreams, baby. Okay. Oh, oh. Our friends to the north, they like hockey. My friends to the north, they like to play in the snow. Friends to the north, ain't what it seems, 'cause Canada dreams, baby. Oh, Canada dreams, Canadian dreams, Canadian dreams, baby. Oh, Canadian dreams, Canadian dreams, Canadian dreams, baby. Hey, oh. Dave says, bathing in the Mississippi by the moonlight. The other night I went down to the river. Ooh, I had to get clean. So I skinny dipped in the Mississippi. I skinny dipped 'cause I wanna get clean. I wanna get clean in the river. I wanna get clean in the water. I wanna get clean in the muddy Mississippi. I wanna get clean in the river. There we go. There we go. Now we're on a roll here. How about I know there's a lot of them coming in now. These are great. Somebody put hot damn. It's autumn. Okay. I might end with that. Hot fudge sundaes. Okay. Let's see here. Well, I get up a Sunday morning to have some fun. Well, I get up Sunday morning to have some fun. But it don't get sludge until I'm not happy, until I have my hot chocolate fudge on Sunday. Yeah, all right. These are just really silly here. I wonder how many people we lost. I think we went from 100 to 77 people. Let's see. Hot damn, it's autumn. You remember the hot damn from the last couple of weeks. Let's see. Okay. This is going to be fun. All right. Okay. Well, since I was a boy, I wanted to be a teacher. So much better than being a preacher. Ever since I was a boy, I wanted to teach in school. But it finally came true. This is what I taught 'em when I said, hot damn, it's autumn. Well, hot damn, it's autumn. Oh, it's damn, it's autumn. Oh, hot damn, it's autumn. Hot damn, it's autumn. Hot damn, it's autumn. Here in the fall. Hot damn, it's autumn. That's right, you all. Oh. Oh, man, I forgot to put the reverb on. That would have sounded a lot better with oh. All right, thank you very much. I know there's tons of things that you put in there that we could have had some fun with, but I'm gonna end my little Elvis outtakes renditions. That has been, I hope you enjoyed it. We get a little silly here because laughter is an important part of all that. Self-care is having fun. My gosh, not taking life too seriously because it's heavy enough without us adding to the burden. So let's do something to lighten it up. And that's why I always incorporate this part of our Sunday Inspiration Lives. Of course, it's called It's Bob's Comedy Corner. Shoo-doo-be-wah. Thank you so much for putting up with that. Let's see a couple of other announcements, and I'm going to play a final song here. I'm going to be asking you to post your top takeaway. Again, thanks for all those other song titles. Appreciate that, Karen. Thank you so much. Brilliant fun. Thank you, Tracy. Jennifer says, woohoo, and thank you for those of you who submitted songs that I did not get to. I tried to do a variety of people there, but thank you for... Yeah, that would have been it's a mouthful, Eileen, but that would have been a good one. I wish that dog would stop with that squeaky toy. Oh my God, yeah, these are all good ones. And so I want to tell you about a couple other things. Let's see here. I mentioned the Shadooby Wad, and there's. Do you know how to look into the description of a video of a YouTube video? If you're on a phone or a digital device, they kind of hide it. They used to be a lot easier to find, but you have to like tap on the title below the video, and then you see like the first sentence or two of the description, and then it has a little link that says "Read More" that you can expand it. And like there's a ton of links in there to all sorts of stuff. And I'm just going to point out a couple of them here, but there's a whole lot more. And so this right here, if you want some merchandise. There's a limited number. I need to add some more designs and phrases, but we got Shadooby Wah, we got Positive Vibes Only on a whole variety of things you can have it printed on. Shirts and tote bags and aprons, and there's baby stuff and T-shirts of all kinds. And so go to the link in the description. I welcome joy into my life is another one that you can get there. And so, yeah, check that out. And also did you know that some of you are aware that not only the music, like the songs that Pooki and I write and record, some of them are available on YouTube, but also I put my affirmations over beats and music, and there's a whole playlist of a combination of those things. If it's music related, whether it's just a beat underneath me speaking affirmations, or if they're actual songs that we sing, there's this whole playlist of like 46 videos that you can go to, and there's a link to that playlist down below. This is an acquired taste, or like not. I mean, some people love the music stuff, or they're having that rhythm behind the affirmations. Other people don't care for it, so that's why I create a variety of stuff. If you don't like one thing, there's like 500 other videos to choose from. Let's see here. Also want to just remind you that we're coming to Florida, the last week of Florida. We have 4 different dates. I'm not going to go over the details of all these, but there's a link to this page in the description, again, that I was referring to. But we're going to be in Sarasota. We're going to be in Hollywood, Florida. We're going to be in Orlando, and then also the Villages. It's a whirlwind tour of Florida that Pooki and I and Keone will be on. We would love to meet you if you live in Florida. And if you don't, you probably know somebody that does. And so let them know about these dates. We would love to meet your friends too. Let's see here. I'm going to mention one more time that, well, we're doing this 30-day abundance and money program in October. It's $197, but if that's a little out of your price range, or for whatever reason you don't have the time or to devote to it, but you still want some abundance related material, there's this 21-day abundance and money attraction brain boost, which I've been making available for a number of years now, and great testimonials. People have really gotten some value out of it. This is a much more affordable, or just it's a different price, a lower price if that's an issue for you. Yeah, that would be. Just want to give you some options to get this information. But if you want to jump into this upcoming 30-day program, 30 Days to Manifesting More Money and Abundance, 32 people are already signed up for it. Many of them are in the chat here. Really looking forward to that. It's the most robust bust, like abundance, money, attraction related thing that we've ever done. And go to turbochargeyourlife.us or look in the link below. There's also a playlist of all of our previous, all of our Sunday Inspiration Live replays. Because once we end the live broadcast, the page that you're on becomes the replay page. And we've got years, almost a couple of years of those. And so you can go back and catch earlier ones if you want to. And there's chapter markers on all of them. So if you want to skip right to the main theme, the talk, or one of the songs, or Bob's Comedy Corner, you can skip right to that part without having to listen to the whole thing. Or you can just play it in the background while you're doing other stuff or cleaning the house or whatever. You know how that stuff works. Let's see here. So I think I'm going to go, even though we're kind of wrapping up a little bit early, I'm going to do a final song here in just a moment. It's another one that I wrote about 14 years ago, I think, something like that. I think so. Oh, actually, I do remember where this song came from. So I remember it was written actually in the fall of 2008. Here's the story behind it really quick. So Pooki and I, there was this... there's a place called Unity Village near Kansas City. It's kind of like the headquarters for the Unity Church thing. And they had this music, like a conference of New Thought music or positive music there. And Pooki and I attended that, in the fall of 2008. Man, how long ago was that? That was 14 years ago? Wow, that's amazing. And I was very inspired. And on the drive back, I remember stopping at a gas station. And in the car prior to that, I had this like tune running in my head that had a little bit of a vibe of a Joe Jackson song. Like it had this like rhythm. It wasn't plagiarizing, but it was just reminding me of a Joe Jackson like song. That's kind of the rhythmic tone of it. And back then in 2008. There was no voice memo. I don't even remember what kind of phone I had at the time, but there wasn't a voice memo app. So I actually called my answering machine at home and sang it into that so I wouldn't forget it, because you need to capture those ideas while they're hot. Because I've done that before. I go, I'll remember this. And I go, well, how did that tune go? And you're really mad that you missed it. So, but it morphed into something else. And this is the song that I'm going to play. The lyrics are primarily about my daughter, Kelly Ray. But this is a song that you can use in many different ways. If you want it to be the voice of someone who is speaking to you, use it that way. It's also a song, as it's actually on our album, Opening Up to the Good. It's track number 4 there. And so if you have the album, it's available on Spotify and Apple and all those places. Send this to someone if you like to express these sentiments to someone special in your life. You could send this to them and go, this describes the way I feel about you. But you can also be the recipient of it and imagine this is being sung to you by someone, a parent, a grandparent, a mentor, whoever that is. And it works on many levels. So let me grab the guitar. While I'm playing the song, I want you to put in the comments your top takeaway. We talked about activating your full potential, and I would like to know what stood out for you. What's a concept, an insight that you can put to use today and this week that you can incorporate into your lives? Because that's what it's all about. It's just not listening to this stuff, thinking about it. It's like doing it, incorporating it. What are you going to do to activate your full potential based on what I talked about? And so, post those. I will highlight them after this song, and then we'll wrap things up for this Sunday. So let's see here. Here we go. I'm going to put a little... that cave effect on it, and here we go. Watch you get it wrong and get it right. I've seen you overjoyed, I've seen you filled with fright. I know when you're strong and when you are weak. I've seen you down and out, I've seen you at your peak. Well, after all these years, I just want to say, well, I'm so proud proud of who you are. You've grown so much, you've come so far. I'm so filled with love for who you are. You are a shining star. I watch you laugh out loud, I watch you weep. I've seen you play the fool and be queen of the heap. I've seen you frown and I've seen you smile. I've seen you fall down, I've seen you dance with style. Well, after all these years, I just want to say, well, I'm so proud of who you are. You've grown so much, you've come so far. I'm so filled with love for who you are. You are a shining star. Woo! Well, after all these years, I just want to say, well, I'm so proud of who you are. You've grown so much, you've come so far. I'm so filled with love for who you are. Well, I'm so proud of who you are. You've grown so much, you've come so far. I'm so filled with love for who you are. You are a shining star. 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 There you go. Shining star, baby. That's who you are. And it's true. I hope you found that to be an uplifting song. Let's see what kind of takeaways you guys have been posting while I sang that. Oh, yeah. Jennifer says road trip to Florida. Who else is going? Start the caravan now. Okay. Let's see here. Jennifer says, take away. Get clear on what you want. Make lists so you can become the enhanced version of who you are. Thank you for I'm glad that, yeah, not a new version of somebody you're not, but the enhanced version of who you already are. You've always been what you want or you wouldn't have the desire. Oh, great. You were paying attention, Jennifer. Yeah, I love it. Let's see. Nunya says self-awareness, accountability, and discipline are the keystones to being true happiness. And Chelsea said, this is a wonderful start to my day. I will be more open to meeting new people and building substantial relationships to move into the best version of me because I do love people, different personalities. I do too. I like a variety of people. That's one of the things I'm really looking forward to in going to Florida is just hanging out with folks and meeting some people that I've known through these chats or whatever, and through comments on YouTube, meeting them for the first time. That's going to be so awesome. Holly Ann, heal, activate, connect. Awesome week ahead, global family. May you attract all kinds of abundance in your lives. Lisa says, today's takeaway, be specific about what you want. Stay focused and be disciplined in your daily life, and you will get to where you want to be. Remember what you do today, decades. So I just want to, I didn't tell them that I was going to mention this, although I've had some private conversations with both of these two people here. That's Holly Ann right there, and this is Lisa. And in this upcoming Turbocharge, they are going to be playing a special role in the Facebook group. Those of you who are in the private Facebook group, that's related to the program that we're going to do. And so I'll be alerting those of you what role they're going to be playing. But I just want to thank you both, Holly Ann and Lisa, for taking on that. And Holly Ann's probably finding out for the first time who her partner is. in this. But we're gonna have a Zoom call this week to clarify some things related to that. So thank you. Love the support that I'm getting from many of you. My takeaway, says Tracy, is fun, love, and laughter. Jillian says, finding out who we are and what we want is a fluid, ongoing process. Absolutely. Positive change requires accountability, effort, and discipline, and is how we live as our authentic selves. Yeah. And I just want to, in case I didn't stress it earlier, making these lists in all the areas of your life and specifically what you would like to attain in each of them is not meant to overwhelm you or make you, remind you how short you are. It's just to get clear. That doesn't mean you have to be there in all those areas or you're a failure if you're not at 100%. We're always short of maybe our aspirations, and that's okay. That's like constructive discontent, or a certain amount of discontent just lets you know that there's more seeking to emerge, and so you just pursue as much of that as you can but don't overwhelm yourself or beat yourself up if you think you're falling short. That's not going to serve you or others. Frank says, stay open to the good with awareness of the darkness. Treat others with the same respect that you expect to get. It goes out to, okay. Whoops. All right. Takeaway, make daily changes to your routine to become the best version of yourself. Be appreciative and grateful. Thank you, Deanne. Jacob says, start organizing time. Stop the fear of putting myself out there. Enhance music and storytelling creation and diminish online video games. All right. Well, you really took that to heart. Mercy says, working on my morning routine and doing it every morning for myself. Takeaway, keep reviewing myself. Am I doing what helps me grow and improve? Yes, indeed. All right. You are welcome. All right. We're going to bring this one to a close. Thank you, Tracy, for saying cheers to myself and Keone, and sending our love to Pooki in Serpent Mound in Ohio. She'll be back next week. And we'll be doing some of these Sunday lives actually on the road, of course, from Florida. But this has been awesome. You guys are amazing, and have an amazing day. And I will talk to you all soon with some more videos throughout the week. But keep this stuff in mind. Live your fullest potential because you deserve it. Happy Sunday, everyone. Talk to you again soon. So long.